Good morning everyone. Here, this is our first lecture. Here we are introducing in the Panchal Academy present online course for class 11 accountancy. It is presented by the Lokesh Bhana. Okay, here first of all we are moving toward the basic terms of accounts. Here we are moving toward the basic terms of account part first. First of all, we have the topic financial statement or final accounts. What is financial statement? They are trading accounts, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. So what is trading account? Trading account is mainly a format-based account that we make for taking gross profit. To find out the gross profit, here you can see that here the gross profit is mentioned. So for finding out this gross profit, we have to make the trading account. Then after next is profit and loss account. This is also the financial statements. Here, this is the format of profit and loss account. Profit and loss accounts include all the expenses and incomes. Expenses will be written on this side, right hand side, and income is written on the left hand side. In accounting, it is known as credit side, and expenses here it is known as debit side. And what we do in the profit and loss account, we mainly make the profit and loss account for finding out the net profit. Then after at last we make the balance sheet. Here it is the balance sheet format. The last one format is balance sheet. It includes liabilities and assets. All the liabilities will be written on the right side and all the assets are written on the left side. Now we are moving toward our next topic, second, accounts. Basic term, what do you mean by accounts? Accounts, it's a record of transaction under the particular head. It's just a T format. See the example. Here the T format, it is the T now, that is the example. We have a salary account. I have got the salary account. This is an account. Just like electricity account, telephone, all the expenses comes under these accounts. These are shown in the accounts. Here, for example, we are taking here the salary account, and what on the right hand side, all here it is comes and it is known as debit, and left part known as credit. Here the account is made and all the expenses related to salary is mentioned in this salary account. It also shows the amount of transaction, effect and direction. This T format show the it show the debit, credit, whatever the transactions related to salary comes under this account. As well as vice versa, electricity account also do the same thing. As all the expenses comes under a particular heading account. Now moving to the third topic here, capital. What is capital? Amount invested in an enterprise by the owner. Amount invested in an enterprise by the owner. If we are starting a business, then we have to put some money into the business, and that money we are putting in the business is known as capital. In accounting term, that money which is used for starting a business is known as capital. In case of companies, contributors of capital is known as shareholders. If we talk about their business are of several types, just like partnerships are there, where the several partners are there, companies are there. So, if we are making a company, then there are also some persons who will keep money or put money into the business. So those who contribute money in the business in company known as shareholders. And in partnership, those who invest the amount or those who contribute the amount is known as partner. Who's known as partner. Moving to our next slide. Drawing. What do you mean by drawing? Drawing. If amount withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use. If I am starting a business, I have to keep some money for starting the business, but sometimes in emergency or due to for my personal use, if I take some goods from the business, I withdraw some money from the business, then it is termed as drawing. For personal use, if I am withdrawing, then it is drawing. If I withdraw the money or goods for business use, then it will not be termed as drawing. Drawing reduces the investment of the owner. If I am keeping the money in the business, then it's my investment in the business, that's my capital. If I am taking it out again for my personal use, it will reduce my investment. So that is drawing, which is termed in, which can be said in account. Okay. Moving to the next slide, liabilities. Here, what is liabilities? Amount payable by the business. Amount payable by the business. For business, we pay some amount that is known as liabilities. It may be of two types, internal liabilities and external liabilities. What is internal liabilities? Those owner who is starting the business, the liability paid by the owner, that is known as internal liability. Those who is the owner, if he is paying some liabilities, that is internal liabilities because it is internal to the business. But liabilities paid by the outsiders, liabilities paid by the outsider, that can be termed as external liabilities. If loan is example, for example, we are taking the loan. If loan paid by the outsider, then that is external liability. Okay? Here, it further classified, the liabilities can be further classified into non-current liabilities and current liabilities. What is non-current liabilities? The liabilities which takes more than a year, to pay. They are non-current liabilities which are not current. For example, long-term loans mainly for more than 5 years. So those loans which are more than 1 year, they comes under the non-current liabilities. Debentures, non-current liabilities. Then, what are the current liabilities? Current liabilities, those liabilities which are payable within 12 months. Example, creditors, short-term loans. These are payable within the 12 months. That's why that's the current liability. Moving to the next slide. Now we will talk about the assets. Okay, what are the assets? Property owned by the entity or an organization. If I am starting some business, I have to keep the machinery, I have to keep the tools for doing the production. Then, whatever the properties I have taken for starting my business, whatever the machinery, generator, each and everything, that's are my asset in this business. If we will talk about the definition of the asset, then assets are the further economic benefits, right, which are owned by organization. So what are the assets? These are the assets which we own for further economic benefit, that we will get economic benefit further. If I am starting some business, I have taken machinery, then machinery will give further economic benefit in the long term for 5 years or 10 years. So that's my asset. Now, moving. Asset can be classified. There are also 3 types. It is classified into 3 types. First, non-current assets. Assets are classified into 3 groups. First is non-current assets. What are non-current assets? Which is not the purpose of resale. Those assets which we have taken in the organization only for doing our business. That's our fixed assets. For example, fixed assets, loans and advances. Now coming to another term, current assets. Current assets which can be converted into cash within a short period. Those cash which can be converted into cash within short period. For example, we are taking goods. If we are producing some goods, then which can be converted into cash within a short period because we will producing them for selling in the market. And second example, debtor. Debtor are those to whom we have given our goods on credit. He will give the money as soon as possible within a year. So it comes under the current asset. Now comes a third, fictitious assets. What are fictitious assets? Fictitious assets neither tangible or intangible. Okay, what is tangible? Tangible means those which can be seen and touched. Tangible assets are those assets which can be seen and touched, just like a table in the school. Can be seen and touched. It is tangible. But those things which cannot seen and touched are intangible. For example, deferred revenue expenditure, advertisement expenditure of the bigger companies. They cannot simply put the expenditure in 1 year. They have to distribute into the different years. So that comes under the fictitious assets. Moving to our next slide. What is solvent? The next term is solvent. A person which is in the position to pay debts. That means udhar. A person which is in position to pay its debts. If a person is capable, he have the money to repay his debts or whatever the money he have taken on credit, then he can be termed as solvent in accountancy. Now, next, insolvent. What is insolvent? Who can be person termed as insolvent? A person which is not in position to pay debts. A person who is not in position to pay the debt. If I have taken money on credit but I am unable to pay it within a sufficient period of time, I can be termed as insolvent. Diwaliya ghosht hona. That's it, insolvent. Okay. Moving to our next and last slide, business transaction. What are the business transactions? Business transaction, financial transaction entered by the two parties. Financial transactions entered by the two parties known as business transaction. If two parties doing some financial transaction, that means buying and selling, involving cash sales or credit sales, that can be termed as business transaction. For example, if I am purchasing product and giving the cash, that means I am giving the cash and taking the good, it's my cash transaction. And if I am taking it on credit, means I am purchasing something on credit, not giving the cash at same time. I promise to pay after some time, then it is credit transaction. It has some following characteristics, business transaction. It involves the transfer of goods and services. It brings about change in the financial position. Because of the business transaction, asset and liability get changed. And is totally concerned with the money worth of goods and services. Means there must be the exchange of money. Okay? So, now thank you.